All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our generative AI course. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Last night, if you recall, we left off actually building our chat GPT inside of our Jupyter notebook. So let's do some light reading first, and then we'll go over what's going on with that. So next, we will delete everything from the Python code we copied over and keep only the role, user, and the content, which is our input prompt. Note this prompt is pretty simple, and later on we will go over the process of creating different types of prompts. Also note that we can't access the GPT from OpenAI website at the moment without having the payment information selected. Like I said yesterday, I didn't add a credit card just yet. I want to go deeper into the course because we are going to be using open source material as well. So it doesn't really make sense to add a payment method right now where we're going to be switching over to open source material where we don't have to. So yeah, we just left it like that. But we will continue to take notes and go over the steps for when we update our information or use an open source model, which doesn't require a payment method. So I'm still going to go over the steps and follow along with the instructor because we will be using open source material soon, and the same steps will apply. So yeah. So after running our prompt, we should be given a response from the colon, the JPI, the GPI. We should be given a response from colon, the GPT from the OpenAI. Note we can add type response, and this should give us the type of response we are given, meaning that what kind of response we're giving, where is it coming from, like the source, the type. Next, we can extract the response from all of the information we are given back in return by using response.choices with the index of 0 to extract the first index of the choice list, and then add in .message to call the message, which contains the information we are looking for. So it'll look like this: response.choices index 0.message. This will return our generated return message from the prompt we entered. Also, we can add a .content at the end of that to get back just the return message from our prompt. And it will look like this: response.choices index 0.message.content. Note we can also describe the parameters that we want. We can also describe the parameters that we want by using specific or by specifying it in the code. So I'll show you that in a second also. And defining these parameters will alter our output prompts. And these are the parameters we can use. We can use the model, the prompt, the max tokens, temperature, or the end. So the model equal yes, prompt equals input prompt, max tokens, and how many number of tokens we want our result, meaning how many tokens do we want to spend, how many characters or tokens we want to use to generate our response. The temperature is for getting some creative output. Like I said, the temperature controls how creative the chatbot gets, if it's going to give you just a direct response or is it going to get creative in its responses. And the n equals the number of outputs, meaning how many responses we get back. So for now, we just define the max tokens in the end. We will do this in the same box as our prompt code, C box 24 in our Jupyter notebook. And note there's a tokenizer built into the AI website that allows us to see how many tokens we will be charged per input prompt and output prompt. So that was that for the note taking. Now let's have a look at our actual Jupyter notebook and see where we are. So you can see from yesterday, we did cut down the code a lot. We moved everything except for the role, user, and the content, which is the prompt that we entered. How can I start a generative AI business? You can see here is we entered our parameters. Max tokens equals 150 and n equals 3, meaning we wanted 3 responses back. As you can see, I did run it. You can see we got back this error here. It's just saying a whole bunch of stuff here at the beginning, a whole bunch of nothing until you get down here, and then you can see, since it is feeding off of the OpenAI website, is going to give you the same response. So you can see rate limit error code 429, message you exceeded your current quota. Please check your plan and billing details, because we didn't add any payment information. That's why we got that response back. So that's why we got the response back, because it's pulling directly from the OpenAI website. So yeah, everything is working functionally well and everything is moving functionally well. These are just some notes that I took over here showing you how we did it with the response dot choices, index 0.message, and then the same thing with the dot content. So when we do get into the open source information that doesn't require a payment information, we know what to do and we know how to operate and navigate. But of course, we will be getting into that soon. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay in the open AI. He said we should be moving into that soon. So yeah, I will keep you posted every step of the way as usual. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.